when I'm not doing Shipt or Uber Eats or Grubhub, I am getting a massage after a nice long workout. So once I get finished, we are going to go out and do some orders, and I'm going to give you guys tips on what you should do for the winter. Let's get into it.
Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose, black rose in the sky. Black rose, black rose, black rose, black.
As you can see, I am leaving the gym, and it's actually not as cold as it looked. We got some snow outside. So before you get started going out this winter, first tip I have is your tires. When I went outside yesterday, 3 of them was very, very low, because when it's winter time, your tire pressure is going to go down because it's a lot colder. So we have to talk about car maintenance first. Take care of your tires. Ladies and gentlemen, because some guys don't know, go get your oil change. Now, the reason I'm saying oil change, because your winter oil is different than your summer oil. Like my Ford Fusion, I think it take 10W30, we'd say, in the summer. In the winter, it take 5W something. It takes a different grade of oil because the engine is doing different things in different weather. But most people don't know that, so that's why you just go get your oil change and tell them to check all your fluids, because you're gonna want your wipers to be able to work. Now, I just turned on my orders. I'm only going to do Uber Eats and a Grubhub today because I only have 2 hours to spare before I have to go home. Now, every order in the winter, you got to have this, because if you are ordering something, you want your food to be hot. You want it to be scorching hot if you're ordering pizza, whatever it is. In the winter, we is able to just walk in the store, and since we park close, we is able to just come out and then put it in there or whatever it is. It's really not going to work like that in the winter too much. Now, when we get to the orders, my game plan and tips, well, actually, before we get to the orders, wear boots if you can. If you don't have boots, grab an extra pair of thick socks, because what happens is you'll go to a neighborhood and you'll get out the car and you'll be quick. And as soon as you step out, you'll step in a muddy pud of water, ice water, and once you do that, it's an L. Like, your day is over with. So if you got some boots, you'll be able to take it. If you don't have no boots, then at least you'll be able to change your socks. One more thing before we get to the orders is, when you're driving, the reason I want you to have those newer tires is because when it's snowing like hell, you're not going to be able to get into certain places, because usually you're delivering to houses, and especially areas where they don't come and plow good, you are possibly going to get stuck, and it sucks. So make sure you have a scraper, which I have a scraper in the back. If you can have like some salt, something to be able to get you out, and then hopefully you know how to drive and be able to get out of that, because it sucks going into these areas. Try to pull in their driveway, or just have an exit plan when you are going to these houses, because what happens is you'll pull like close to the middle of the street and you'll stop. Once you get out in the car, give them the order and come back, your tires are just spinning, you're stuck. But if you go into like the driveway, you can slide back, you can get like some ribbon, whatever it is. Now, my game plan this winter with orders, I am going to be bougie as hell. If it's not paying over $10, because I'm delivering you this food in this cold ass weather, if it's not paying me over $10, I'm not doing it, unless it's like $7 going 1 mile. It have to be worth it. At this point, Uber Eats and Grubhub is not new, so these customers got to know you got to tip us. And if you're not tipping us, we are not wasting our time putting ourselves out in this cold to be able to get sick. It's just necessarily not worth it. It's necessarily not worth it. Another thing is, bring a hoodie and have some layers under it, or different jacket, because if I have my hoodie on and I put on this coat, I'm going to get hot, and especially I'm running in and out of stores. So you want something that you're not going to be necessarily too hot in, but not too cold. So dress yourself, layer up, have a game plan. The reason I'm doing a minimum $10 an order, I can be picky That means if I'm doing 10 orders today, I'm going to at least make a minimum of $100. Yes, I can mess around and do $25 orders, but in the winter, we're not going to play around. That's what we're going to do. That's all the small tips I have for you today. Make sure you get your car checked on, spend the money, get your car completely right. When you do that, keep the receipts for all of it, because that is a tax write-off, because you are getting it while you're doing it. But I'm going to sooner or later probably do a tax write-off video. That'd be dope. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you have any more tips for people, put them in the comments, because I didn't want to do a very long video. I'm Lando Sus, and I'm out. They'll never pick up at Starbucks in Dearborn in the middle of the day. It's a Tuesday. They literally had probably 20 orders. And since they had so many orders, it's hard to be organized. And they had it where, like, this order had 3 different items. So every drink, it said L'Oreal, 1 of 3. So then I would go grab it, and she would get mad, but it's like, you're not even helping nobody or speaking. So I grabbed it, and she grabbed like both the orders and went to the back. Like, all right, okay, being a smart ass. So I sit down for the next 10 minutes, and I go look at the order. I seen the last drink that I was looking for sitting there. So I was like, well, thank you. The third item that I was looking for to leave was right here. And she just backed it up and gave me a look. She ain't say one word. Stank ass.